Welcome back. We're watching more Symphogear. Honestly, I'm not quite sure what to think of it. We've got international issues arising. The fear of life and the safety of civilians with noise are seemingly capable of attacking from anywhere. The idea that we've got these legendary artifacts out there being clamoured after. And it's all in the hands of some organisation which seems to have like 4 people at the helm and some high school girls. Yeah, everything's going to be fine. But as we saw in the last episode, we had a friendship reignited. We had someone maybe on the cusp of being reintroduced to normal society. I do want to see more of Chris and what happens with her, so no posturing, let's just get into it. Okay, I was expecting a helicopter takeoff, but like a military base hangar. Either she's in a fever dream right now, or we're back in time a bit. Did we ever have a thing with her liking motorbikes before? We're actually seeing a bit more of the interaction together here. So a bit more of the friendship and one that was lost. What? Oh, okay, just... Did it need full CRT for that? Maybe. I guess when she's in that massive tube, it's not a lot going on, so yeah, just think about her friend for a while. But now been given the all clear, the immediate danger that she was in has passed, so, well, you know what that means? Back onto the front lines. There's no rest when the noise is involved. Maybe if they expand the roster a little, they'll be able to have a day off. I know people have been saying about what later on in other seasons and whatnot, the budget goes up slightly. Animation design slightly. Choreography. I'm anticipating some good things, but I don't know where it's going to go. I mean, what would happen if people just, well, it'd be difficult, hopefully, stumble across entrances when they're trying to get into this place. Just following along. So, hang on, why do they just disappear? She is, I wonder, as her manager, what he thinks about her actions and whatnot since meeting Hibiki. Has it actually interfered with her voice in the concerts and whatnot? Sure, being injured, it would probably do a lot more, but still. Has he got Bored of all this. He's on a break as well. And ignored. A very different approach to the idea of this conversation there. Please don't take us down some memory lane with sordid tales of her past. What about the other dude in the back? He wasn't able to voice his displeasure at being part of this conversation, or at least overhearing it. Where did that fist come from? How many injuries is he going to sustain? Just trying to voice a few complaints, get in a word or two. I'm going to need to call in the medics. And now we're getting a long hallway and time for herself and monologuing. Not sure why we needed to have the umbrella covering half his face to begin with, but still. In fact, he's walking out in the rain, not even with a coat. Maybe his training meets so he doesn't have to get affected by temperature changes either. And will this be destroyed by the... by the affliction of noise as well? No one's allowed to have a good time. Intruder. Yes, actions first. He could at least knock. So he's taking the time away from the agency and whatnot to take care of Chris and tracked her down a little. Still not going to accept any food. If she doesn't take it soon, it'll be all gone. Does he need to taste test everything to make sure that it's everything's on the up and up? Is she actually listening to his little tale here and what he's learned? Well, just like being able to find her in the first place, the fact that this place could really do with a patching up. He a little harder here. I wonder if he'll actually be able to get through to her and she'll not be on guard constantly. I doubt that she'd immediately believe that, considering how she's been treated so far. Like she'd believe the word of an adult. Well, not necessarily the best exit out of that little room, but it's an exit. She defenestrated herself. Didn't even say thank you for the food. How ungrateful. Well, is he going to have to stop off at the convenience store on the way? How conflicted is she going to be? The fact that she would actually want an easy life and people actually holding true to what they were saying in their words hasn't really experienced it before, so believable. Did we need the cuts there and the audio bursts? Well, from one slightly serious situation involving Chris to Supper Man. To rather calm down the city, it's good that there's not an immediate threat of noise or any plans going haywire. Oh yeah, she's somewhat famous though, so has to be slightly undercover. And how much is she going to spend trying to obtain these things? Excuse me? I mean, to a certain degree, yes. They're made to pay out at a certain rate. Not going to win before that. Also, the choice of winnings there, questionable. But they sing so much as part of the normal day-to-day thing, and in Splash's case, her job as well. It's just really what you do on a time off. Well, she's definitely putting some effort into it, isn't she? The fact they're getting a little private concert. She's really trying to enjoy herself now that she's given the all clear. Well, she has been out of action for a while. Might need to build up some stamina. Why does like a music box sound put me on edge? I think it's meant to be calming and the like, but it's the opposite reaction from me. There's so much to this world. And how much of this is going to be left by the end of it? I mean, it's not just fighting for the sake of it or for the memory of a lost friend in Canada, but there's still more out there. Just a little change in perspective, slightly. Really got to keep busy. Is it same venue? Well, they'll have to make some new memories there. Not be beholden to the past. As painful as it may be, might need to move on once in a while. Okay, introduced to name and position. Tony Creator. Now, if she was just a normal idol or whatever, maybe she would be able to go international, but her current predicament with the noise and whatnot might need a little more negotiations. There's quite a lot to look forward to. So much potential. Yet with always an undercurrent of unease if noise can disintegrate people at a moment's notice. Where? I mean, will they be able to dip out of the concert? If she was called upon to fight the noise, I'm sure she'd need to, but that's a lot of people who are going to be pissed and need to have all their tickets refunded. I remember it from right at the beginning with the Canada and whatnot, the Idol concert. They actually put effort into that stage. And while, as Hibiki said, while she's fighting her own fight, you've got Chris out there fighting a much more decisive battle. Is this the first noise who has just got rockets? Well, that seems slightly above what she was capable of before, just zooming through all of the noise. What were those noises? Did I just hear something there in the background? And counting the number of glow sticks that you saw in the crowd there, how many people are in attendance? The power gauntlet being a way of attack there. It would be kind of interesting. She has more attachments to it, so she's. I guess that's how strength works. Just put it back further, get the strings Get springs, get more tension in there. And apart from a few damaged bits of road through a few fist-related shaking and, I guess, bullets from Chris, not too much was damaged other than that building in the background I just saw. And what did he think of the performance? Before it was just a routine she was going through, but now they're getting a bit. What was with that person in the background? Yeah, gaining a new lease on life, not burdened by the past. Although it sounds slightly odd, I like the reverberation from the microphone and speakers. Well, I think they can get behind her after that impassionate speech. She's not alone in this. Always be a part of her. Are they actually under the stage there? They've got some terrible seats. But having her place in all of this a bit reaffirmed. Okay. Just a slight shift in emotions there. The fact that she was toyed with and abused and is now actually getting someone who, without wanting anything in return, trying to help her out. It must be so confusing for the poor girl. It would only take several more meetings of the director breaking down her door to deliver food before she might be open to conversation. Do the enemies who are capable of calling in the noise and whatnot have a grand plan? Because I feel like they could be doing a hell of a lot more than what they are if they actually wanted to obtain relics, take down those that are using the Symphogear stuff. Why am I trying to help out the evil side, as it were? Now, while I like what Symphogear is attempting, it does feel slightly disjointed when you've got 3 or 4 things all happening at once. And by that, I don't mean like, oh, Chris is doing her thing out there. No, I'm talking about you got school life going on, this militaristic Secret Service taking down noise while also trying to keep it a national secret. And now you got the side jobs of like the idol concerts and whatnot. I feel like it's packing in a bit much. I mean, it makes sense, the thing about frequencies and noise, yeah. Might be just because it hasn't delved into it too much, and it will do in later on series, but it just feels a little stretched with what we're actually focusing on. And while I appreciate the use of the time to split it so we can have the concert and Chris's own battle play side by side, we can have the simultaneous events going on. I would also like just one time, just allow the music. This is all about tunes and whatnot, not having a concert or a song go uninterrupted. But truthfully, this was a eventful episode for Tsubasa. She has uncovered quite a lot and grown and accepted her place and thought about the future. Definitely not something she would have been able to achieve on her previous trajectory of what she was trying to do, being the sword. But after the pincer attack, I suppose, on Chris, being Hibiki's boundless optimism and trying to be friends and start a dialogue, but also the director there who's also trying to look out for her, trying to break down those walls and her delusions that all adults are the same. Granted, well, a lot of the ones that she has known and met probably fit into the mold of what she has believed, but not being able to see people actually trying to help you. Granted, though, if someone just barges into your house and tries to hand off a bag under the guise of giving you food, maybe you should be a little suspicious. Unless you ordered it, in which case I would have a lot more to say about this episode. I feel like I'm missing quite a lot, but I don't think I'm feeling very well. So I apologise if I'm a little out of it and not as delightful conversation as usual about episodes. I will say, compared to how I've been feeling recently, Symphogear has definitely picked me up a little. Even if some of the interactions surrounding the main characters have made me want to smash my face through the desk. Her rather brusque attitude and intelligence about going about things is redeemable. But if you have enjoyed Symphogear, please let me know. Join on to the channel if you want to make sure to not to miss out on future episodes. Consider leaving a like and a comment down below. But I suppose if Tsubasa can carry on part of her dreams there, continue making a name for herself, in a world like that, being attacked at any time, being stretched so thin where she doesn't know what she'll be doing one day to the next. The fact we got that date night going out to play some arcades and shopping and karaoke. A rare occurrence. Don't think we'll be seeing that all too often. Shame, but there's a lot going on under the surface. Might need to return to some of that soon. Maybe I'll see you there. Get some rest. Join me for the next one. My patrons really are helping me have a bit of life that I eke out for myself. Though I may not be on stage in front of thousands of people in a pretty little dress, I do get to sit and watch some anime on the internet, and really, what could be better than that? So, I need to thank the likes of Noku, Raywin, Sal, Cardboard, Shiwan, Akane, Guado, Toy Jane, Kite, Lightwizard91, Mega42, Diego Zenhausen, SZ9870, Croyville, Maxwell, and everyone else. Because without them, this fever dream of a channel would very likely not still be here.